please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, to be led by Dhuha, Darweesh. Dhuha.
Please join me in saying the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good morning and welcome to Chalmette High School on this beautiful fall day. This is a wonderful ceremony because it gives us an opportunity to recognize students who have been singled out for awards for many different reasons. A terrific teen has to be specifically nominated for this award by a teacher. The teacher can only nominate one student. Okay. As you will hear and read, the reason for each nomination must be expressed in writing by the teacher. A terrific teen may be the best student or the hardest worker. A student who always does his best or is now beginning to do his best. The student who has a great attitude or has the most talent. In short, there are many avenues to becoming a terrific teen. Whatever your nomination is for, congratulations, because you have been singled out today. Our speaker today is a gentleman who's an assistant principal at Chalmette High School and a former terrific teen, Mr. Will Schneider.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Warner, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to address you guys today. You know, I always like the Terrific Teen ceremony because it actually gives me the opportunity to see students who I normally don't work with in my line. Truly is refreshing to see so many of our students who are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, so thank you guys as students. You know, there are many opportunities for recognition here at Chalmette High School, but few are as grand as the Terrific Teen Award. This award is given to students who have demonstrated the ability to live by our school's motto of being respectful, responsible, and positive, an endeavor that is more easily said than done. You see, it takes practice, it takes commitment to excellence to meet these standards regularly, even for adults. And yet, here we sit among 60 young people who have all demonstrated the maturity, the wisdom, and the self-discipline to meet our motto's three components. Many people have asked, what makes a terrific teen terrific? I've attempted to capture the qualities of the terrific teen using Chalmette High Standard as a guide. The terrific teen is respectful. He is at the very least courteous to others and acts in obedience toward his elders. The terrific teen is responsible, takes care of himself and his environment, and works diligently as a student. And finally, the terrific teen is positive. Every day he triumphs over hardship with a smile and chooses to see the world for all of its opportunity. As you will soon see, recognition for the Terrific Teen Award is given for many reasons, each as unique as the person who receives it. However, one thing is for certain. The Terrific Teen strives toward excellence in all areas and seeks to become not only a great student, but a polite, caring, and well-rounded individual. The Terrific Teen brings our school's motto to life, embodying respectfulness, responsibility, and positivity. So congratulations to you, the families, and more importantly, congratulations to you guys, the Terrific Teens. Thank you for everything that you guys do.
I'd like to ask Dr. Donald Duplantier, a longtime Kiwanian who has been part of the Terrific Teen program since its inception. In fact, I think he was the father of our program, if I remember right, to speak about our very important partners and guests we have with us tonight.
I guess I am the father. Just for the audience to understand what this is, Terrific Kids started 20-something years ago. It's a Kiwanis International project. And locally, we were not doing it, and we started doing it, and it was a good idea. We started in a couple of schools. And then somewhere along the way, I was just asking Will what year he was Terrific Teen. He said like 99 or something, we started Terrific Teens, which does not exist anywhere except in St. Bernard Parish. Kind of interesting. We started it. Kiwanis International is just Terrific Kids. I want to say our local Kiwanis Club, got the idea of doing Terrific Teens at the middle school and then at the high school. So you guys are a unique group of people. When you put that on your resume, though, for college, other people may not know what you're talking about, okay? So just keep that in mind. But first of all, I just want to say congratulations. And that, it's truly a celebration to get a recognition like this at your age, at your place in life. And what these programs really started for, the reason we started them was to build self-esteem in young kids and then gradually working your way up. We just wanted to make sure that our school programs had this, pat on the back, thank you, you're doing a good job, and let's go, okay? Because this is just one step in many steps in your journey through life. Now, there's one thing that came to mind while Will was talking. Life can be a very pleasant thing. And make sure you understand that, okay? I was taught by my mother that it had to be miserable, and then you died. Isn't that a wonderful way to grow up? But that was my mom's attitude coming out of the 40s, coming through the Depression, coming through a lot of hardships. But even though life can be great, there's going to be hardships, there's going to be trials and tribulations. But if you look at those things as a learning process where it builds character and builds faith that it's all going to come out in the end, that's a much better way to grow up, okay? And that's how I want you to think about life, because that's a good, positive way to approach it. You're gonna hit difficulties. There's gonna be curveballs thrown at you. There's no question about that, but it's the way you react to it. You can always look at things as being positive and negative at the same time. You always dwell on the positive, and that'll get you through it, okay? So just some little words, fatherly words of advice. But again, congratulations to the parents. I'll fill in for Mr. Charles Casal a little bit because he couldn't make it today. Charles will be up here all bubbly like he normally is. I'll congratulate you on behalf of Charles. But it's a wonderful accomplishment, and I wish you well in the future. The mother of the program is Miss Dorothy Hills from Chalmette Refining, because Chalmette Refining has been our partner with Kiwanis over all these years. They're the financial side of the program, so all your nice shirts and all of that on behalf of Chalmette Refining. And maybe a little bit of food. We gave a bigger check this year to the on behalf of the Kiwanis Club. Yeah, we bucked at $250, so it might help with some of the food anyway. So, but our financial supporter and our wonderful supporter, Ms. Dorothy Hills, will speak next.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Dean. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to all the terrific kids, terrific teens. I go to so many terrific kids program, but terrific teens, just know and put emphasis on the fact that you are terrific. So to all the terrific teens, I'd like to say congratulations on a job well done. And as Dr. Don and Mr. Will said earlier, that you are terrific. You're the ones who actually strive to follow the rules, to do the best that you can do, to be the best that you are. So I say to you, continue to do what you're doing, continue to be that light that shine, that give light to the path that leads someone else in a positive direction. I'd like to let you know also that PBF Energy is our new employers now. We're still known locally as Chalmette Refining, but as Dr. Don mentioned, that PBF came in and they are very excited about this program, so much so that they gave us some extra money, an extra $2,000 in support of this program, and we were excited about that. To Mr. Warren and Ms. Munn and the staff here at Chalmette High School, and to Ms. Peggy, Ms. Brenda, I just want to let you know that we don't take it lightly that you all take time out to actually house this program here at your school. We know that a lot of time and effort goes into putting the program together with the teachers and everyone making their acknowledgments. So we don't take it lightly. We know that it's very near and dear and special to you also. And for that, we'd like to say thank you also. To the parents, grandparents, family members, and friends who came out to support them today, I just want to let you know that I know for a fact that when they look out in the audience, even at this age, it may seem like sometimes they don't want you here, but in their heart of heart, they actually want you here, and it speaks volume that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to be here today, so we don't take that lightly either. Lastly, to the terrific teens, I like once again to put a lot of emphasis on the fact that you are the best of the best. We're going to hear a lot of wonderful things that have been acknowledged about you in the program today. I just want to say to you that it should always be a sense of encouragement to you when you're going through a tough time, to let you know that you do stand out as the best of the best. And I want to say to you, please continue on the path that you're on, because you will land among the stars. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Excuse me, I forgot to introduce the Kiwanis who are with me. Up in the audience, actually, is our president, Madam President, up there, Amanda. Okay. Hardesty, Minister Hardesty. I'll never say your last name, so that's funny. I don't even know it. Okay. And Mr. Terry Petrie, a former graduate of Chalmette High School. My co-chair, Ms. Shirley Pichon. And a new Kiwanian, one of our newest Kiwanians, Carl Gaines, who just won a school board seat, District 10, so we're glad to have him. And this is a commercial, Amanda, I'm doing a commercial. Anybody that would ever interested in joining Kiwanis, we're wide open, okay? We're a community service organization of about 60 people, but we'd love to have as many as we can in the community working with us. So, all right, I get a gold star for that. All right, thank you.
Ms. Carol Munt, Assistant Principal at Chalmette High School, will introduce our recipients at this time.
It is my privilege and a pleasure for me to read each teacher's statement as to why your child was nominated as a terrific teen. Each teacher has that opportunity twice a year to nominate one of his or her students, and now we get to read as why your student was nominated for that. I'm simply voicing what the teachers have had to say about your student. Lena Abdel Atif perfectly encompasses all terrific teen attributes. Her high academic standards and respectful attitude are indeed praiseworthy. I am extremely proud to nominate Lena for this honor. Jessica Adcock is a wonderful student who always puts others before herself. While new to being a fighting owl, Jessica already understands the qualities that are valued here at CHS. In class, she exhibits a joyful demeanor and positive attitude that are truly infectious. She sees adversity as a challenge and mediocrity as a chance to push for greater success. I could not be more blessed as a teacher. Alyssa Alfonso is a very humble, kind-hearted, and pleasant young woman. Alyssa is dependable, responsible, and always willing to lend a helping hand whenever I need assistance of any kind. She has been a blessing to me. Husni Al-Khatib is an amazing math student with a wonderful attitude. He is attentive, hardworking, and he always makes valuable contributions to class discussions. Husni is always respectful, responsible, and positive. Amber Allen truly embodies the PBIS spirit of the utmost respectful, responsible, and positive student. Always smiling and polite, she exudes cheerfulness in the classroom. She is motivated and hardworking. She is dedicated to expanding her worldview through various extracurricular activities while focusing on challenging academics. Amber is well on her way to becoming a highly successful and compassionate adult. I count myself blessed to know her. L.L.C. Baratini is a mature, thoughtful, and motivated senior who works hard each day in pursuit of her personal goals. Although quiet and unassuming, L.L.C. possesses many positive qualities that will help her to find success in future endeavors. As a member of the Book Chat Club, she has been hardworking, dependable, friendly, always smiling, and always willing to help with any task. Grace Bartholomew has been respectful, responsible, and positive from the very first day of class. She goes above and beyond my expectations on a daily basis and does not let anything stand in her way. In class, Grace sets the bar extremely high, and I am honored to have her as a student. I know that Grace will achieve any goal that she sets for herself. I cannot wait to see what she will accomplish in the future. Andrew Bastow is an exemplary student who is eager to complete his work and do so correctly. Andrew always tries his hardest to understand class material and get good grades. Not only does he excel academically, but he's also most polite. He willingly helps others to master class material as well. Rakeem Bell is one of the best students I have ever taught. He is polite, intelligent, an avid reader, a deep thinker, who is dedicated to doing all that he can to get the most out of his education. Rakeem is a wonderful student. Madison Brandt is a great representative of Chalmette High School in our community. When Madison was my student, her extreme dedication to her work made her a pure joy to have in class. However, seeing her deep involvement in various community events now has shown me what a great young lady she truly is. Anne Bowie is a student who is respectful, responsible, and prepared for class. She always strives to put that extra effort into all her work. She's a model student and a sweet young lady. She is a pleasure to have in class. Ashley Canis is an excellent student and a great example for her peers. She works hard and does her best in class every day. She is respectful, responsible, and positive. Cassidy Couture is a wonderful student who works hard in class and is always willing to help out when she is asked. Cassidy is an absolute joy to have in class. Leanne Dacula is one of those students who brings brightness to a teacher's day. She is always focused, participating, and willing to lend a hand. She always has a positive attitude and never leaves the classroom without giving me some nice or encouraging words. Leanne is a true delight to have in class, and I am happy to have the opportunity to teach her. Trent DeWent strives to be the best he can be every single day, and it shows in the work he produces. He is not only an excellent student, but also a polite and respectful individual. Trent exemplifies what it means to be truly terrific. Logan Dusang is a very hardworking and motivated student. She does her best every day in class and is always respectful to everyone. She helps other students when they need help. She is a pleasure to teach and has an amazing future ahead. Joseph Fisher is a valuable asset to CHS and a very positive model student whom other students aspire to be like. Joe is always smiling and in a good mood. He is a quiet student, but shows himself to be a leader by always demonstrating the right thing to do. I am proud and pleased to have known this stellar student for the past 3 years. Rodnell Gabera is one of my hardest working students. He continually strives to do his best, and he does so with a positive attitude every single day. Rodnell is truly a role model to his peers. I cannot wait to see what he will accomplish during his time at Chalmette High. Maylok Gaber is a true pleasure to teach. She always tries her absolute best in class while conquering challenges and helping out her peers with a smile. Maylok is a light in our classroom and a joy to have around each and every day. Scott Joya comes to class excited to learn each and every day, and his enthusiasm is absolutely infectious to those around him. Scott is always on task and on point. It is a true delight to have a student like Scott in my class. I am privileged to teach him. Jordan Gonzalez is an all-around excellent student. Besides being so bright, she is interested in and enthusiastic about her work. She is a student who goes above and beyond just participating in class. She always helps her classmates and quite often helps her teachers. As an active member of both the sci-fi and college clubs, she is as funny as and bright as she is in class. Jordan truly is a terrific teen. Lisette Gonzalez is an extremely respectful and responsible young lady. She has always come to my class prepared, ready to work, and with a positive attitude. It has been truly a pleasure to have Lisette in my Spanish class. Blake Hebert has distinguished himself as captain of the CHS swim team. He is admired by his teammates, cheers them on during meets, and helps them develop proper swim stroke technique. He is also responsible for setting up equipment and computers for all of our home meets. Blake is a fine example of a terrific teen, and it has been a pleasure to have him in class and on the team. Mia Hollingsworth is the sweetest, kindest, and most hardworking young lady. She is always very polite, helpful, and responsible. Mia's positive qualities make her an excellent role model. Love her. Anjanae King is always polite and respectful. She is an enthusiastic learner, and she always tries her best. She is helpful to her classmates by helping them to comprehend the material being taught. She is a pleasure to have in class. Abigail LaBrosse is a true role model and leader in our marketing class. She is always prepared and is an outstanding group leader. Abigail is an inspiration to others and is a pleasure to have in class. Jesuit LaFuente is a wonderful student. He always brings such warmth and positivity into my classroom. He is also always willing to lend a helping hand and provide any assistance where he can. He is an amazing young man destined for great things. Julia Legnon is a very polite, unassuming, and sweet young lady. While new to our school system, she embodies our PBIS qualities of being respectful, responsible, and positive. Although she has a quiet demeanor, her willingness to volunteer and help others makes her an outstanding role model. She has a very bright future ahead of her, as well as many more accolades coming her way. Abigail Lichardi is a model student who always does what is expected of her and more. She participates and asks questions daily in class. She's able to balance her grades and her extracurricular activities with no problem. I am proud to have such a responsible student in my class. Nyla Lowe is a tremendous person who seeks to better herself as a student and leader. She has strong convictions, pushes herself to have a deeper understanding of the world around her, while she challenges her classmates and teachers to think critically. She is a joy to teach. Michael Ludwig is extremely polite and hardworking in all of his classes. Michael is just a great all-around kid, and it is a pleasure to have him in class. Katie Mahler has been an absolute joy to have in my class this year. Her kindness and positivity radiate through my classroom every morning. She is a great role model to have here at Chalmette High School, and it is my privilege to teach her. Brennan Marks is a quiet leader in class. He is respectful of others and takes his time to create quality projects. His work ethic exemplifies how I want my students to achieve in carpentry class. Gavin McNabb is a well-mannered and hardworking young man who understands what needs to be accomplished every day. I feel truly blessed to be his teacher, and I know he will have a bright future. Destiny Moreno is a great student who goes out of her way to help the ELL students of Chalmette High School. She is a true team player who is dedicated to the success of the community. Destiny is a pleasure to have in class. Shane Parker is a hard worker and is always participating in class. Shane is kind and respectful in and out of the classroom. He takes his schoolwork seriously and gives 100% in the classroom. Shane is a student who works to achieve success. Congratulations, Shane. Adrian Perez is a very good-natured and hardworking student who is truly an asset to Chalmette High. It is a pleasure to have Adrian in my class. Ronnie Prestonback is a wonderful young man who has a thirst for knowledge. He is always asking questions and trying his hardest on every assignment. He is also one of the most caring and polite young men I have ever met. He is definitely deserving of this honor. Jordan Rizzo has every quality that I'm looking for in a student athletic trainer. She is dependable, trustworthy, eager to learn, positive, and extremely hardworking. I never have to ask her to do anything because she is already working on it. Jordan is an absolute joy to be around and has been a huge help this year. Hannah Robin is a model student. She is always doing her best and staying on task. Hannah is willing to help her classmates if they are struggling and in need of assistance. She is also a great help to me. She is truly a pleasure to have in class. Brandon Rodriguez is a very conscientious student who always exceeds expectations. Brandon continuously challenges himself in class with ambitious woodworking projects. His work ethic and ambition are an inspiration to others. Catherine Romero consistently amazes me with her work ethic. She challenges herself without need for recognition, and I always catch her helping others without being asked. She has a positive attitude and always walks into my classroom with a smile on her face. I'm excited to see what big things she will do. Caitlin Roth is a hardworking young lady who comes to class with a positive attitude every day. She is a great model for other students of good student ethics. Paul Russo is a student who comes to class every day with a big smile for everyone. He has a positive attitude and works very hard in our classroom. He has made great strides this year in reaching his goals. He is kind to everyone and is an absolute joy to have in my class. Cameron Sheeler works very hard in my Biology 2 class each and every day. She is always on task, works well in her cooperative learning group, and willingly helps her classmates with challenging projects. It is truly a pleasure to have Cameron in my class. Michael Sextian is one of the smartest students I have ever had the pleasure of teaching. While just a fledgling freshman, she has already earned a score of 27 on the ACT test. She continues to shine as a strong reader and writer. She is also extremely polite, helpful, respectful, responsible, and positive. These qualities make Michael an excellent role model. Brandon Shepard is always respectful, responsible, and positive young man who is a leader among his peers. Not only does he strive for his best academically, but he puts forth his all in the many extracurricular activities in which he participates here at CHS. Israel Smothers stands out among his peers as a dedicated student and natural leader. He is never afraid to ask questions and never gives up on even the most difficult tasks. He readily offers help to his peers in class and encourages others by both word and deed to be positive, to aim for excellence, and to act with respect. Sarah Stanich is an enthusiastic young lady who is always willing to lend a helping hand wherever needed. She comes to class each day ready and eager to learn. Sarah is one of the most respectful young people I've ever had the pleasure to know. CHS is proud to have such a wonderful role model. Chandler Stedman is a hardworking individual who strives for excellence. He is also one of the nicest students to have in class. He always goes above and beyond to help out those who need help. Chandler is a wonderful student, and I cannot wait to see all that he will accomplish in his years at CHS. Jeremiah Sumler is a committed athlete, an outstanding student, and one of the kindest and most humble young men I have ever met. He is attentive in class and asks thought-provoking questions. His friendly nature makes Jeremiah a pleasure to be around. I wish him all the best in his future endeavors. Blake Taylor is a very hardworking student, and he always goes out of his way to be helpful to his classmates. His positive attitude helps to make our class procedures run smoothly. It is truly a pleasure to have Blake in my class each and every day. Harriana Tyler is an amazing student and talented musician who is always challenging herself. She is taking Japanese classes even though she has already fulfilled her foreign language requirements by taking 2 years of Latin. Danton Vu is more than just an ideal student. He has a take-charge attitude and is always eager to go above and beyond what is expected, not only for himself, but for his peers as well. He comes to school every day with a positive attitude that is infectious to all those around him. It is an honor to have taught him throughout his high school years. Gabriel Weaver is a quiet leader in our class. Gabe takes care of his own responsibilities every day. He always comes to class prepared and ready to work. He sets the example for other students by his behavior and attitude each day. His questions and answers are insightful and thoughtful. Gabe is a pleasure to have in my class. Destiny Weber is a pleasure to have in my class. She is a positive and hardworking student. She always goes above and beyond what is expected of her and always strives to do her best. Claire Westenfelder is such a positive addition to our school community. She is a lovely young lady who is always positive, respectful, responsible, and excited about learning new things. Caitlin Wilkes is a wonderful student who is unfailingly positive and upbeat. She takes her schoolwork seriously and works hard to earn the highest grades. She is a natural leader and a great representative of Chalmette High School. Veronica Wilson is an amazing student. Despite any obstacle in her way, Veronica overcomes it with poise and determination. She has become a great role model for the underclassmen on the tech crew due to her great work ethic. It has been a pleasure to see her become a mentor and leader for CHS. Gage Zafuto is an exemplary student. He never fails to show respect for his teachers and peers and maintains a positive attitude at all times. Regardless of the day, Gage shows up to class with a smile on his face and prepared to learn. He shows responsibility for his learning by giving 100% of his effort in class, asking questions until he understands concepts, and consistently improving the quality of his work. Keep up the awesome work, Gage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Fall Terrific Teens group. And as we read this information to you, you see there were recurring themes here. How well all of these students are contributing to their own success and to the success of Chalmette High School. So thanks to each and every one of you. We do appreciate that.
Parents, we have a truly exceptional exceptional and extraordinary student body here at Chalmette High School. It's because of your efforts at home that they're here today. So on everyone's behalf, thank you for sending your kids to Chalmette High. Appreciate it. I have a few thank yous to some other people that we need to mention, and we'll just clap for them at the end. We'd like to thank Ms. Peggy Swartz and Ms. Brenda Boulware, who organized this. They bring it all together. Mr. and Mrs. Kassar, our other school administrators, our cafeteria workers, our Kiwanis Club, Chalmette Refining. We truly want to thank everyone who has anything to do with this program, and we hope that you had an enjoyable hour with us.